it is. You gotta either adapt with it or complain. But that's all you really can do.
Yeah.
Adapt or complain.
Yeah. Men complain when they're young and can't get girls. Women complain when they're older and can't get a husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I think
true.
just going back to the question though, I think it's a little unfortunate that you guys don't want to at least even just say that you think that it's wrong, the reality is wrong. Because look, that the fact that that's the reality, that's the reality. Of course, yeah, I see that. But the fact that you guys just can't answer my question and say
Because
yes,
men
I
are
think it's wrong.
objective.
It's a little telling. And you know what? You guys are saying the whole time that we don't want to answer questions, but you guys didn't even answer my question. So
We
did
we just
answer it.
did
No,
multiple
we told
times.
you,
you
we
guys,
told you, we don't
said
have
no
an opinion.
comment. Multiple times you guys said I can't comment on that. No comment.
No,
But that's fine if you know.
We
No,
just
we
gave
just told
you
you.
a
We literally gave you an
long
answer.
ass answer
You just don't like
Maybe-
the answer.
of why reality is
Yeah.
the way it is.
But if
I
you
hope-
would have asked us, we would have been like, okay, but what do you think? What do you think? What's okay? But don't worry about what other people are outside of it. But how do you?
This is the
feel?
difference between how men and women think. This is a perfect example right now. Guys, take your fucking notebooks down. Notice how we said we accept the reality, right, for what it is. Fuck our feelings. We accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
You guys want us to get on the female lens and feel it's wrong or right.
Our hope.
And we're telling you that reality is immoral, so we don't care. Men aren't, our feelings are irrelevant. We accept objective reality. So, oh, how do I feel about this? We don't feel anything. We accept it.
I understand the reality, but this was a segment. This was the part of the show that you guys were saying, "Do you have any questions for us?" And I was asking you
answered it.
for your opinion, and you guys were saying, "Oh, I can't comment on this." Maybe you guys should just watch this podcast back and see what I was saying, because I feel like you guys are not understanding, or you just don't want to. You don't want to say the words, which I understand, because this is what your podcast like relies on. This is your whole basis of your podcast. You guys are like reframing misogynistic ideals for modern men to consume and be okay with. So, but that was my question.
Can
and if
you
you guys
tell
didn't want to
us-
answer it,
What
that's
was
fine.
What was misogynist?
Yeah, can you tell us what was misogynistic about the podcast?
Please tell us.
You guys can just scroll through your Instagram page, you guys.
Can you tell us what was misogynistic?
Just one thing.
One thing.
Yeah,
Because that's a pretty serious claim.
it is.
That's a pretty
You guys have
assertive
your
claim.
preferences, and you guys have your preferences, which is fine. But there are definitely some misogynistic tendencies you guys have, especially throughout
Can
your
you tell us
Instagram
what it is
page.
then?
Yeah, for example, on one of your posts, I believe you said there was an example that you wanted to hook up with a girl. She didn't want to hook up with you, which is fine. Like you
Mhm.
said, it was fine.
Yeah.
But I had to put her in her place. So I said, okay, guys, if a girl doesn't want to hook up with you, that's fine, but put her in her place. You got to call another girl in front of her and let her know, like, it just seems like in that little video I saw, it's like your ego is so hurt by the fact that a woman doesn't want to sleep with you that you have to go out of your way to disrespect her instead of just leaving her apartment and going. You have the freedom to do what you want to do. You want to go sleep with 5 girls after her? That's fine. But it's just like, you guys definitely have those misogynistic tendencies, and I see it in your comments, girls, going off in your comments, and it's just like, but I get it. This is the basis of your podcast. This is why guys watch your podcast. Your fan base is just like you guys, a lot of the time, I'm sure. But I mean, it's interesting to hear, and I thank you for inviting me. And
All right,
so
so hold
it
on.
was
No. I gotta rebut that real quick.
No, of course, yeah.
So okay, so when a woman says I don't want to have sex, she's making a boundary essentially, right? She's saying she doesn't want to have sex, right? So what is wrong with me also having a boundary and saying, if you don't want to have sex, now you no longer get my attention, leave? What is wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so how is that misogynistic that I'm exerting a boundary as well in response to her exerting her boundary?
No, saying to leave is fine. I'm saying, you said that you're like, no, guys, you got to put her in her place. You got to put her in her place, and in that moment, you got to call a girl in front of her. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I said I'll call a girl in front of her.
Yeah.
But the point is that you need to remember, keep in mind that I'm teaching men, not women.
Mhm.
So what a lot of guys will do is they'll let their girls sit there and continue to get their non-sexual attention and think it's okay.
And hope.
Reinforce.
Oh yeah.
You're reinforcing undesirable behavior from the woman, and you're letting her know it's acceptable for you to withhold sex from me. And what I'm telling men is, no, that's not acceptable. Kick her out of your house. Just like you have the ability to exert your boundary. I don't want to have sex. I don't feel comfortable. Cool.
That's fine.
On the male side, I don't feel comfortable hanging out with you anymore now. You have to leave. The problem is this, ladies. Anytime a man exerts a boundary, right, of what he wants from a woman, especially if it's sexual, it's considered misogynistic. So in other words, it's okay for women to say what they want from men, but it is not okay for men to say what they want from women. And what we simply tell guys is, you have the option to kick her out too. You don't have to sit there and tolerate her leveraging sex against you for compliance. That is not misogynistic. Do you know what the definition of misogyny is?
I'm saying that's not you telling her to leave or you leaving is
What
not
does misogyny mean?
misogynistic.
What does misogyny mean?
Misogyny, it's like you know, being against women in general.
No, it is the hatred and or contempt of women.
Yes, thank
Where
you
do
for
we
that
say we hate
dictionary
women?
definition.
Please tell us where.
Where do we hate women?
Where?
Where do you hate women?
Yes.
Is that the only definition of misogyny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why
Interesting.
which
It's
is
a
why
very, very strong words.
it's a very that's a
And
very
you've also-
serious accusation. So if you're going to say that, then back it up with we have no problem
Yeah,
with
I mean,
you
I
saying we're
just
misogynists.
gave you a whole example. You can play it back on the podcast later if you want to listen to it again. But you've even called a woman a bitch on your podcast live. Sorry for saying the B word.
Hold
by
on.
the way, but
How does me exerting a boundary show that I hate women?
Maybe she meant patriarchal, not so
No,
much
no,
misogynistic.
Let her answer it.
Let her answer it.
Not you.
Wait, if we call
I
someone
already
the B word-
explained it wasn't the fact that you were setting a boundary. You were saying in the video, oh, I have to put a woman in her place because she doesn't want to have sex with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and call a woman in front of her just to make a point and make her feel disrespected. And it's just like that type of behavior is just so unnecessary. If your ego is that hurt that a woman doesn't want to sleep with you, then just leave or just tell her to leave. Like, why do you have to be disrespectful like that? And then like on another video, you were on live calling a woman a bitch. It's like I just think that's a little disrespectful, very disrespectful.
Okay. So there's a couple things that here. So number one, by telling a girl to leave, that does not mean that I hate women.
I didn't say that.
That's what misogynistic means. It means
That's-
you hate women.
That's what you're saying, basically.
I didn't say because he told her to leave. That's misogynistic. I'm saying he was saying that guys, you got to put women in their place. Like if we're some submissive dogs that need to be put in our place, like no, we don't.
Who leads relationships, men or women?
Who leads relationships?
Yeah.
Men most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. So by asserting dominance, what are you doing? You're taking leadership of the relationship, right? Or the interaction, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're asserting dominance, which is what men should do and what makes men attractive in the first place. So attraction isn't moral, as I said before. And nowhere in there did I say I hate women by exerting a boundary. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with a woman saying, I don't want to have sex. And it's also nothing wrong for me to say, you need to leave and I'm going to call another woman. I'm in my own home. I can do what I want. If I want to call a woman in front of her, that's whatever. But that in no means I'm a misogynist.
I'm saying the way you talk about
kinda
women.
lame.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm saying the way you were saying it. Oh, if a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, men, you have to put her in her place.
Okay,
Like
we
I
gotta use
hate
logic here.
repeating myself.
You're going off of feelings. Like
So
You
it's
f-
not
you-
what he said, it's how he said it, right?
No, it is what he said. He said what he said in the video. You guys can play it or rewatch it. I don't know what you want to do. And like I said, you've called women a bitch. The B
when did
word.
I call a
on
woman
your-
a bitch?
When?
It's on your Instagram page. I saw it yesterday.
Okay, so hold on.
What she do? That
Hold on. Yeah, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
I've called men bitches. I've called
Yeah.
women bitches. I've insulted everyone. Here's the thing that you don't like. Women have fought for equality. Therefore, they're equal and they can make their own decisions, correct? From a society standpoint, right? Same rights, same privileges, whatever. I can't think of a right or a privilege that has that a man doesn't. I can find privileges that women have that men
A
don't.
lot.
So, with that said, women are free to make their choices. The difference is that there's consequences to these choices. You don't want to have sex? Cool. Now you must leave. Nothing misogynistic about me exerting a boundary just like she did. Number two, calling a woman a bitch. Under what context? Because if a woman is acting rude or crass, she can be called a bitch just like any other woman and or any other man. I insult everyone the same. I've kicked men off this show. I've kicked women off this show. So calling a women don't get privilege for being women just to act ridiculous and not be called out on it. If I call a woman a bitch, under what context was it? She probably did something wrong for me to call her that. Are you a misogynist because you refer to other women as bitches? I'm sure you have referred to other women as bitches. Are you a misogynist for that?
When women refer to other women as bitches, it's like, oh hey bitch. It's not like you're a fucking bitch. Like no, sorry.
Okay, have you never called a woman a bitch in a degrading form? To shit on her, or you fucking bitch? You've never done that.
Of course, I've called a woman.
Are you a
B word
misogynist?
before. No, but
Okay.
I'm trying to say that in that video, what you were doing is like, it seems like your ego was so hurt that the girl didn't want to sleep with you that you have to go out of your way to call a woman in front of her just to make her feel bad. And like you were talking about women in a way that you have to teach them a lesson if they don't want to sleep with you. And it's just like, why can't a woman just not want to sleep with you because she doesn't want to sleep with you?
And that's okay, but
and you
there's
don't have to take
consequences to that.
Why should there be consequences if I don't want to sleep with you?
If you don't want to sleep with me, why should I continue to give you attention? You're not entitled to my time or my attention. That's the problem. So women are not entitled. I'm going to say that again. Women are not entitled to a man's time, attention, or resources if she does not want to reciprocate on her end and give him sexual access. You are not entitled to it. And for a man to exert boundaries and say, listen, you got to get out and or call another woman in front of her, it doesn't matter. You no longer want to give what the man wants. He's within his right to kick you out any way he sees fit, just like you are within your right to withhold sex from him.
Like you just said there should be consequences if a woman doesn't want to sleep with you. That is so troubling. Like
how's that troubling?
Is just, you don't see how that's weird? Like that's just weird.
So it's okay for you to have multiple dates with a guy.
Consequences?
Hold on. It's okay for you to go on multiple dates with a guy, right? Pay for everything, and you never sleep with him. That's okay too, right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is he entitled to having sex with me just because he takes me on dates?
No, I'm saying if you go multiple dates with a guy, right, and you feel like, you know what, I don't want to give him sex. That's okay, right?
I think you should do whatever you want to do on guys, and like sexually. If you don't want to have sex with a man after 5 dates, you don't have to.
Perfect. So if he wants to call a girl in front of you, that's his prerogative, right?
Of course. I'm just saying he was saying to do that as a consequence because to shame a woman because you're not having sex with me, I'm gonna call someone and make you feel some type of way.
Yes, because the consequence is him calling a girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing as a girl, punching a guy from not having sex.
Punching a guy?
No, punishing.
Oh, punishing a guy.
The point is that it's okay for women to withhold sex from men with zero consequence, but it's not okay to kick out girls and or hold them to some kind of consequence when they don't want to give sex.
You can do whatever you want. Exactly. I just think in the video that I'm talking about, you guys were saying it in a very disrespectful way, saying that there should, and like you just said, there should be consequences if she doesn't want to sleep with you. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, guys are not entitled to your body, like regardless how many
and you're not entitled to a man's time.
Yeah, and sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. I've been talking too much.
I get what you're saying, but he probably didn't mean it in that way, But it does sound a little rapey, just a little bit.
No. Yeah. See, this is the thing.
Man,
and this is why this podcast is so important.
Yep,
guys, this is the reality of the world. Women want to be able to exercise the discretion to give you sex anytime they see fit, but they don't want you to exercise the discretion to withdraw attention and or time at any time you see fit when you no longer get what you want.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I literally said she doesn't want to give me sex. She's got to leave. But you guys have a problem with that when I say there's consequences. Just like it just.
No, I'm saying the manner in which you're going about it and saying that women have to be, like I said, like have to be punished. Like there's consequences because you don't want to have sex with me. That I have to make you feel bad because you don't want to have sex with me. If a woman does not forgive you
desired behavior, you should punish that bad behavior.
And you were talking about women as if we're like these dogs that have to be submissive and like trained into being these submissive creatures that, it's like there's just something wrong with that to me.
Just so you know, right? Most Western women are not feminine at all. Mm-hmm. So to be a part of a man's lifestyle, hey, she may need to be trained to be feminine. So like that's normal. So women in Colombia,
we should play the video.
Oh,
we should play the video. Let's get the video and play it. We got 11,000 live viewers. Because here's the thing: if you're gonna call someone a misogynist, then you never need to be able to back it up. So we will give you the access to the video. Which video was it? Let's go on our Instagram,
TikTok,
and pull it up. Was it TikTok?
I think it was TikTok. We posted on Instagram.
Okay,
I think so.
So is it on IG?
Yeah. So go to
Fresh and Fit. Yeah, I guess it's on IG somewhere. We're gonna go on the Fresh and Fit one. And here's the thing, like I said, this isn't to attack you or anything, but it's just like, if you're going to make a claim and say someone's a misogynist, which is a pretty, that's a pretty serious accusation.
I get how you feel, but to say misogynistic, man, that's a whole nother dynamic.
You guys may think that, like, obviously it sounds like I'm being very harsh right now, but I'm not saying you guys are flat out going to be saying misogynistic things like, oh, women ain't, shit, whatever. But I'm saying, I can tell that you guys have a lot of misogynistic tendencies in the way you think, maybe. And like,
oh, really?
I feel like you guys should be a little, just be a little open-minded to that, I think. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like being open-minded to your flaws sometimes. I think everyone should be.
So you're saying that we hate women, basically?
When did I say that?
Misogyny is the hate of women.
Yeah. You're saying that.
You're taking this to extreme. I said that you guys, just like a lot of men, have some misogynistic tendencies. And I think you should be open to like maybe understanding some of your flaws, just like, you know, I should be open to understanding my flaws. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We can all improve in a lot of
Okay,
ways.
but we're asking you. You said we're
Come down,
misogynists.
Chris.
Yeah, you guys have
Okay, so all right, let's
Come down a little
which
bit.
video is it? Which one?
Come down. Some more. I think it's a TikTok
Which one is it?
Come down.
It was on Instagram. I forgot what it was called.
Come down. You got one of the older ones. Come down.
Damn. So you scroll all the way down to find a video.
I don't remember exactly where it was.
Okay, come down.
I'm still trying to figure out.
I think it's this one here.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
Was it, I don't want to have bedroom fun.
Yeah, that
is that one it?
On left hand
I
side, Chris.
think, I'm not sure.
That one, yeah.
Is this one it?
Play it.
All right.
This is it.
This is it, right?
When a girl's at your crib and she says, "Oh, I don't want to have any bedroom fun," totally cool. You can't get mad. You basically get up, say, "All right, no problem," and you're gonna go call another girl, okay? And then what's gonna happen is she's gonna hear you talking to another girl. Competition anxiety spikes, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna tell her, "Listen, I respect your boundaries. I understand you don't want to have any bedroom fun, but I got my needs, and I'll see you later." And you tell her to leave. Simple as that, guys. Never, ever let a girl leverage bedroom fun against you to try to get some compliance. She's within her right to not give you the fun, but you're within your right to get the fun from somebody else. Don't be stupid. Don't chase, replace.
Okay. What part about that was misogynistic? Please tell me, because that to me makes common sense. If you don't want to have sex with me, cool. It's in your right. You can leave if you want to. But guess what? I got my rights as well. I want to get laid. Hey, Susie, what's up? Come through.
Of course.
What's wrong with that?
So what is misogynistic about that video?
Of course, no. You have your right to whatever you want to do after that. But I'm saying, you don't see the part in the video where he's like, you said you have to manipulate the woman just because she play these mind games because she didn't want to have sex with you. Yeah, like give her anxiety, like literally give a woman anxiety because she doesn't. Yeah, because she doesn't want to have sex with you. You said it in the.
There's no manipulation
in the video. You just said it.
Yeah.
She can leave at any time. What do you say? Respect her boundaries. She can leave.
What part? Did you not hear the video? He said
competition anxiety.
You have to create a competition anxiety. So you want to give a woman anxiety because she doesn't want to have sex with you? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously you don't understand how women work.
You said it in the video. I mean,
but I get the point of the video too, where like if that's what you're looking for, just to hook up, the other person has to respect that.
Exactly.
And if you tell them
clearly
it's okay
they don't respect it because you guys are saying we're misogynist for exerting that boundary.
You should be tactful, like when you talk to people. Like you have to be. You don't have to, but it's the right thing to do to consider their feelings. You could be like, "Hey,"
she clearly doesn't consider my feelings.
You don't have to call her in front of the girl.
Here's the thing.
You could just be like, "Hey, can I gotta do something?
Why should I respect her feelings when she's not giving me what I want? She's not respecting my feelings. So why should that's the problem. Women want it one-sided. I want you to treat me like a princess regardless of whatever. I want you to give me the attention, whatever. But when a man puts his foot down and says, "Listen, I have boundaries too, and I have requirements as well. You don't want to fuck it out."
That's what.
And I was very polite about it too. But if I call another girl, right? Here's the thing: I can't choose how a woman feels.
It's fine.
If I call another girl, it's called competition anxiety, which means other girls want guys that other women want to be with. So if I call another girl and she feels competition anxiety, it's not my fault that she feels that way. I'm doing what I'm gonna do. How she feels is irrelevant to me.
Right. It's fine that she does, that you do tell her, "Hey, I'm looking for like a hookup or whatever." So like, it's fine. Like I can have somebody over, but to actually call somebody in front, like that's kind of like, it's like a little disrespectful.
Lame.
It's disrespectful. Hold on. No. It's disrespectful that she doesn't want to have sex.
It's disrespectful that a woman doesn't want to have sex.
Because to who though?
Okay, it's disrespectful because I've spent my time hanging out with this woman and she doesn't want to have sex.
4+
so
hours,
therefore,
money,
she doesn't want to have sex. Cool. You got to leave now. Like I said, that's the problem.
Well,
it is okay for women to exercise they're able to leverage sex against men for compliance, but it's not okay for men to leverage attention for compliance.
Well, if that's been established at that point, that's it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's implied though, because if you're going on a date with a guy and then you're like, you know what, I'm going on a date with a guy, spend hours with him, have him spend money, and then you go to his place and you're like, you know what, I don't want to have sex. That's mad disrespectful. Why don't you tell him in the first place, you know what, I don't like you that much, but if you're the woman, say, hey, you know what? I don't like it that much, but let's be friends and then see what happens. No sex tonight. Tell them up front. Don't wait. Don't play this kind of
But
mouse
some
game.
people they
I-
like
I-
having
I
sex
have
on the
something.
first
I have
a
date,
perspective and I have a different type of view. So
Sure.
in my opinion, I feel like if you go on a date with a guy and you don't like the guy, and let's say, like you said, you've been dating for a long time, if he invites you to his house, don't go to his house. Some girls go to a guy's house and like
Facts.
they're in bed with the guy
Yep.
and they're cuddling with the guy
Yep.
and they're there making out with
This makes
you,
sense.
Half
doing the
naked.
most. And then
Yeah.
when the guy tries to make a move, they're like, whoa,
No,
I'm
I
out
don't
of
feel
here.
like
Like,
it.
no, don't end up in his room, in his bed if you don't want to do
Yeah, this
anything.
makes
There you
it
go.
gross at that
From the
point.
beginning, if you're at dinner and you have no intentions of being with that guy, do not go home with them.
I got work in the morning. I
No,
gotta go home early.
You don't have to do that. Cuddling and the whole thing, that's not it's not gonna work.
The point I'm trying to make, what you guys just don't understand, is a man's attention is not free, just like your sex isn't free. He is not entitled to spend another second with you if you don't want to fuck. And that's the problem that women have here. You went to the extent of calling me a misogynist for exerting a boundary, which the woman also exerted as well. It was in response to her asserting her right. I don't want to have sex. Cool. You no longer are going to get my attention. How is that misogynistic than me hating women? I think that's me being intelligent about my time.
I've repeated myself like 5 times, but I'll say it again.
The definition of misogyny: hate and or contempt for
First of all,
women.
I think you guys are not straight up misogynist, because that would be stupid to be a straight up blatant. I don't think you're blatant about it, but you have a lot of misogynistic tendencies, which I think that's the key of this podcast, that you guys are able to reframe these ideas into a way that's consumable for like the modern men to be like, oh yeah, this is okay to listen to, which is a whole other thing. But I was just saying that the manipulation part and like the entitlement that you felt in that video, just because a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, the audacity, you have to punish her. You have to play these manipulative
So
games.
why are you entitled to his time then?
I'm not entitled to anyone's time.
You're saying by me removing her from the place, then she's
no, I
entitled to
didn't.
my time.
I did not say that. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No, because you said it's misogynistic.
Playing those manipulative games. Like why the what you said in the video, that you feel entitled to having sex that you feel like there should be consequences to the fact that she doesn't want to have sex with you.
Yes, there are consequences.
What's wrong with that?
She no longer gets my attention. That's the consequence.
If I'm out with a
No.
girl, right, and obviously I know what I want, she knows what I want. Why even come to my room? Like, I'm just saying, look,
Yeah.
if you're not into the guy, you're not into that. Understand? It's your choice. You can walk away, say, you know what, this was fun. I gotta go home. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
It's done. Right there, it's done.
Mhm.
But I go to this spot and then be like, all right, I don't know, da da da. What is that? Like, just don't show up.
Sometimes people don't like to give everything the first time they meet someone, because that can be a little overwhelming.
And that's fine.
So maybe they might want to sleep with you the few days later, maybe.
Here's a problem. We're
Couple
talking about
weeks,
what the woman
but-
wants. What about what the man wants? Why is it when a man exerts what he wants, it's misogynistic? That's the problem. It's not
I
misogynistic.
mean, you're both.
No,
it's
no,
a
no, no,
two-way
no,
street,
no,
you're
no.
both
It's
each
not
other,
misogynistic.
right?
It's not
So-
misogynistic. It's realistic. For everything, for every action, there is a reaction. You just don't like the reaction because you no longer benefit from it. We tell men on this podcast, if women don't want to have sex with you, that's within their right. But it's also within your right to kick her the fuck out your house and get a girl that will. The problem is that when women no longer get what they want, right? The attention, resources, whatever, the guy is misogynistic. But if the guy continues to hang out with her and doesn't get what he wants, it's okay. It's okay for women to continue getting what they want, and it's not okay for men to exert boundaries. And then you went as far as to say, I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm not gonna stop until we get to the bottom of this. What about what I'm saying is misogynistic, the hatred and contempt of women for exerting a boundary?
I already said that a lot of your videos have the misogynistic tendencies. You're not a blatant misogynist, and I already said that in the video.
There's no
your
you
mindset.
You can't like preface the word with blatant or whatever. Misogyny is misogyny. That is the definition.
Wait, what are
hate
you
or
gonna
contempt
say?
for women.
Sorry.
I was
Where am I
saying-
openly saying I hate women? I hate women, or I can have contempt for them or whatever.
Well, there's different types of misogyny. There's definitely blatant misogynists, just like there's blatant racists, and racists that are not as blatant about their racism. They're not as open about it. There's the same thing with misogyny. And like I was saying, you're within your right. If you don't want to hang out with a girl, you can kick her out. Go ahead, do whatever you want. You're within your right. I'm not arguing with you about that.
So how is exerting a right that I have?
We have it right here.
misogynistic?
Definition of misogyny: hatred of, aversion to, or prejudice against women.
Yes.
So you're saying that that's who we are.
I said you have a lot of misogynistic tendencies underlying in your videos. Yes.
Prejudice.
And I feel like you guys, I feel you guys are being very what's it called when you're trying to fight something very you're getting really offended that I'm saying this, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you guys.
No, but
Okay.
we're not. We're
Triggered.
simply telling you if you're gonna make a claim and call us misogynist,
Please tell us.
I have been. I've repeated myself like
you have
5
not.
times.
No, you haven't.
Like I said,
That's the
okay.
reason why we're telling you to continue is because that does not prove misogyny whatsoever. Exerting a boundary for undesirable behavior from women is not misogyny.
It's
Okay.
like being,
But prejudice, you're like having prejudice towards a preference towards men over women in certain areas or like in different areas.
did you girls get what I was saying though? Did you understand what I was saying? I'm
Yeah.
saying you're within your right to kick a girl out, not want to be around her if she doesn't want to have sex with you. You're within your
That
right.
is not misogyny.
I'm saying that's not misogyny. I'm saying you're
So
within
what
your
is?
right to do
So
that.
what is misogyny then?
I was saying that the way in which you speak about women in that video, you're saying that, oh, because she doesn't want to have sex with me, there should be consequences, and you have to give women anxiety and make them feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
never
like,
said
why?
that. I said you simply call another woman.
Play manipulative games? Yeah,
You
you're
call
making a
another
woman feel
woman.
bad.
Hold on. You call another woman. Competition anxiety comes. The girl will be like, oh, who is this other girl he's calling? Whatever. I can't choose how she feels.
You know what you know what you're doing. You're trying to play manipulative games.
No. I'm trying to get sex, and a byproduct of that is that she's getting anxiety.
You just gotta tell her straight up, hey, I'm gonna have some company later. Can you go?
Yeah.
But you don't
No,
gotta
but-
be like,
So-
oh,
hold on,
hey, you
girls,
wanna
girls,
pull
girls,
up?
Ladies, hold on.
to my
And this
crib,
is
you
why
know?
men should never listen to women when it comes
Never.
to dating, relationships, and advice, because
Yeah.
you guys don't understand what it takes to be attractive as a man to a woman. As a man to a woman, you know what you may like or whatever it is, but you don't know what makes you attractive as a man. And having boundaries and exerting those boundaries, regardless of how she feels, is what makes you attractive. Being indifferent to female emotion. So, again, it is not misogynistic to have boundaries and exert them.
That's not what I'm saying. You are free to have your boundaries. Free to have your boundaries.
So then where are we misogynistic? I'm gonna keep
I've
going.
said it
I'm gonna keep going.
So-
You can't make claims like that and not be able to
I
back it
think-
I've
up.
said it 5 times.
I
already.
think honestly that we should agree to disagree. In my opinion, I feel like based on what she's saying, I think that if you want to invite another girl over, you don't have to make it public. You don't have to tell her, hey,
Yeah.
another
Did I
girl's
not say,
coming
hold
over.
on, in the video, did I not say go in another room and make a phone call?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. I understood
selective
that you would
hearing.
have made the call in front of the girl.
Selective
Based on what
hearing.
I've heard.
I said you're gonna get up and go into another room and use the phone.
Okay.
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 That's
Well,
what I
look,
said.
if you make the
Different,
call in another room and you want to invite another girl and say, hey, look, listen, it's time to go. It's time to go.
yeah, but
Why would that
Like
give
I
her
said-
social
But that
anxiety?
doesn't-
but
If
that doesn't-
she's
That doesn't
not
change
aware.
anything.
Exactly.
if she's not aware, why
Because
would
it's
that
not
give
what
her
he was saying.
anxiety?
It's not what he
That
meant.
doesn't
That's
make
why.
sense.
That's why it doesn't make sense. But
ladies,
it's not what
hold
he
on,
meant.
ladies. Anxiety and hatred are two different things. If you give a
Mhm.
woman anxiety, that's not hatred.
But how
She
would
won't
she
have
get?
anxiety if she
She
doesn't
won't
know
have
that
anxiety
you're
if
calling
she doesn't
another
know,
woman
yeah.
in another
Yeah,
room.
I
I
think
think-
you want her
ladies,
to know.
you wear makeup, you have different hair colors, you have stuff like that. That's playing a game. You're manipulating men's emotions to get what you want. Correct? If anything, you'll be here natural and onto the podcast. But men have certain ways to get women, and that's what he's saying. He's like, listen, I don't hate her.
It's
but
okay for you to manipulate
Yo.
the way you look and to change it and distort it to get attraction from women and attention from men. But it's not okay for men to exert boundaries, and then that's considered manipulation.
Yo,
Okay.
this example, like when a girl says to you, "Hey, I'm coming over. We're not having sex, okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, cool. Let's just chill." But you really want to tell her, we're gonna fuck. But if you tell her that off rip, she's gonna be like, "Nah, I'm not coming."
Nah, I ain't
Exactly.
coming.
She comes over, you guys chill, the vibe is there, things happen. You can't say things like that straight up because you gotta understand, right? We understand how women work, so we're not gonna say things up front like that. You gotta do it a certain way. You gotta be smooth with it.
Women have an issue
Yeah,
with
it's
direct
not blatant
communication.
misogyny.
Yeah.
They have an issue with direct communication. So I mean, again, like I said, there nothing in that is misogynistic.
I think you guys are kind of missing what I'm saying still. But I'm just saying like
But you've been saying the same thing over, and it's not
Yeah,
misogyny. Is
I'm
what I'm
say-
trying to say. You've repeated yourself multiple
Okay.
times, and I've told you what you have said is not misogyny.
you in the video you are speaking about women as if we're dogs that need to be submissive and be taught a lesson, and it's just like I don't know if you can see that there's so many like misogynistic like
I'm teaching men to be leaders, which is inherently attractive to women.
sorry. Oh, okay.
I'm teaching men to be leaders, which is inherently attractive to women.
But earlier in the podcast you said that women can't be in leadership roles, that they can't
They
lead.
cannot, which is why I said I'm teaching
So
men how
you're-
to be in a leadership role to be attractive to women.
Okay, yeah. So I would argue that also that comment that you made that women cannot be leaders is pretty misogynistic as well. But I mean, look, we all have
Okay,
different.
name one matriarchy that has stood the test of time.
Just one.
Just
Just
one.
one.
Just one.
Please one.
We got you.
Name a what?
A
One
matriarchy
matriarchy.
See,
that has stood the test of time.
you don't even
A
know.
female-led society.
Female-led
That's not
society.
possible in this world.
No, I mean they're
And you
just they're
mentioned earlier
having.
the patriarchy.
Because
So-
of patriarchy, it's not
What's the
possible.
definition?
No,
because
they're-
of the way it was created. But it could be a different way. But
'Cause
it
I-
won't.
okay, hold on.
It
hold
won't.
on, 'cause
But it could
everything
be.
I say on this podcast is rooted in fact. I said women cannot lead and they're not capable of being leaders. You said that's misogynistic. I said, okay, that's misogynistic. Tell me one matriarchy that has stood the test of time.
I'm
a
not.
female-led society.
First of all, there haven't been a lot, but I'm
There's
also
been
not.
none.
I'm not a history major. I'm sorry that I don't have this written on the back of my
Okay,
hand.
well here's the thing. If you're gonna
but-
make claims like that,
No, but there's also a lot of women that hello, tons of women representatives,
Female
senators, presidents, female presidents all around the world. Some of the most some of the most successful countries in combating COVID were women leaders.
Mhm.
So
It's true. In Europe, especially.
That,
Yeah.
that's again, like I said, women aren't built to be leaders. Name one matriarchy that has existed at the beginning of time. There is none.
okay, you just want to disregard what I said. But
No,
okay.
are we a matriarchy?
I just said
Women built the world that you live in.
I just gave you
I'm
clear
sorry,
examples of
men built the world that you live in that allowed women to even be able to rise up to leadership positions within the world that men built.
yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Women have played a great role in society as well, but I just gave you examples
This is
of
hold on. This is not to say men are better than women.
I just gave you examples of women-led countries in Europe that have been doing great during the pandemic, led by women, and like
Which
you just want to
countries?
skim
Which-
over that.
Which countries?
Look it up, Google it.
Switzerland. Maybe.
How are you going to make a claim and not be able to back it up?
I don't remember the country in my head right
Who's-
now. I'm sorry I don't have it written on the back of my hand,
So you
like I
say it?
said. But
Yo, this is
South
comedy
America
right here.
has had female presidents.
I
in
forget-
Europe, parts of Europe.
yeah, if you just do a
too.
quick Google search,
Yeah,
I'm sure you can
it's
find
quite-
it.
and not that much, but it's like quite a few, like a handful. Or
Yeah, I'm
two.
saying so. Those are just
Yeah.
a few examples of women in leadership roles that are doing great
what's
jobs.
Your first name?
I said, why would I remember this woman's first and last
Well,
name?
you're saying it.
You can Google it.
I mean, if you're gonna make a claim, guys, you got to be able to substantiate. You
Google
can't
it.
just make like random claims. No, there is a matriarchy that's existed. There is none. Oh no, there's been plenty of female leaders. And here's the other thing too. Yeah, we have women leaders
Your
in
viewers
the
are saying
world that men have created. This isn't, ladies. You guys are thinking like I'm saying men are better than women. I'm not saying that. I'm saying men are better at certain things than women, and leadership just happens to be one of them. And as a matter of fact, and especially we say within the confinements of a relationship, men have to lead, not women. What is wrong with that? I'm teaching guys how to be leaders with women in an attractive state.
yeah, that's fine.
Is that-
Okay, and
is
a
that
part of being a
misogynistic?
leader is reinforcing boundaries and punishing bad behavior from your girlfriend that's undesirable.
I mean, we love.
I know you
females.
don't like the way I say it, but it's the truth. If I have a boundary and a girl doesn't stick to it, all right, well, you know what? I'm not fucking with you no more. Break up with her, whatever, and then she's gonna come back correct.
Like, for example, your friends flake tonight. Did we, hate them? No. I mean, you gotta punish their behavior because what happens? We have the podcasters do, and it has to be done.
There's punishment. Here's the thing: when I say within the relationship with a man and a woman, it's met with contempt. But everyone exerts boundaries. If a man doesn't pay for a first date, you punish that bad behavior and you don't hang out with him again. Correct? Or maybe he wasn't funny or cool. You punish that bad behavior. There's consequences. You don't hang out with him again. Correct? Why is it a problem when a man has a consequence for a woman, but it's not okay when a woman has a consequence for a man?
Silence.
I've just repeated myself so many times. I don't want to repeat
Yeah, the
myself
same
again.
thing over again. It's not.
But what
nothing
you're
new.
saying is incorrect, is what I'm trying to say. You keep saying
Hmm,
having boundaries with women is misogynistic, and I'm saying
that's not what I said. How many times? I'm sorry. How many times have I said that a man can have his own boundaries? Right? There's nothing wrong with that.
But then you're saying that what we see in videos is misogynistic.
Does anyone want to reword what I said? Because I just feel tired repeating myself at this point.
No, it's not that you're tired. You've been repeating yourself. It's that you have not been able to substantiate your accusation that we're misogynistic,
I said you have some misogynistic tendencies in your content. Yeah, you
and
do.
you have not been able to substantiate it.
I
One
just
bit.
said you want me to repeat myself again?
You have not been able to substantiate it because we gave you the textbook definition of misogyny, and nothing
Yeah.
that we've shown, which is what you claimed was misogynistic, showed misogyny.
Basically,
You
we
said multiple times women can't be in leadership roles. That's a lie. Big
It's
fat
not,
lie.
but it's not a hatred of women though.
it's,
can't be
it's
That's
facts.
rooted in biological
What do you
fact.
Facts.
what do you think that
Because we're saying they can't do something doesn't mean we hate women.
women are incapable of being in leadership roles? Well, they are today in today's society. I'm so sorry to tell you, and they're doing great jobs at it.
Women can't be in a leadership role within a confinements of a relationship with a man. Remember, we're talking about you have a girl over at your place. Women cannot lead men in a relationship.
Okay, well then why'd you just ask me about successful women leadership roles in the world if we're not talking about that?
Because I'm
then?
saying that the world
As
that
an
we live in was
example.
built by men and no matriarchy has ever survived. Therefore, men are born leaders.
Okay, so then why are you asking me about world examples if we're talking about romance? I don't understand.
Because
As an example.
it also applies.
Okay, exactly. So
applies,
women
but-
are capable of
But
leadership
for this
roles.
specific conversation, we're talking about men have to lead within a relationship, and you lead by exerting boundaries.
I think it's healthy for everyone to exert boundaries. Yeah,
Good.
But men especially have to do it.
So we
women and men have to exert boundaries. I was saying the way you were referring to women, that women are these, these people that have to be submissed and
Women
and
have to
put
be submissive
consequences
for a
with.
relationship to work.
Okay.
I mean, submissive
Did
is-
you or
it's
did you
only
not
bad
say
thing.
earlier? I said who leads in a relationship? You said men, correct?
A lot of times men do. Yeah.
Okay. So for a leader to exist, someone must submit to their leadership, correct?
Okay. Yes. What about
You're
that?
using submission as if it's a bad word. Submission is not a bad word. Following a man's lead is not bad.
I think anyone who watches that video can see the undertone of the video and say, yeah, there's a misogynistic undertone to that video, because you're talking about women as if they're these people, these things, these beings that, because they don't want to have sex with you, they have to, there's consequences to not wanting to have sex,
Okay.
and that they have to be submissed and like put into
Submissive.
control because they don't want to have sex with you. And yeah, there's a misogynistic tone to that. And it's a very, honestly, pretty rapey misogynistic tone to that contributes to like a lot of sexual violence against women all over the world.
at what point did he say to put a hand on women? At what point?
How's that rapey?
Did I say that? It didn't come out of my mouth.
You said
You just
rapey.
said rapey.
Some people might interpret it.
Some people
different
interpret it
ways.
as
You
that,
might
yeah.
think of it like in an innocent way, but
How
somebody
is telling a
else is
woman to
gonna-
leave after she doesn't want to have sex rapey?
No,
I-
it's the
yeah.
consequence.
No.
No,
If
no,
you're not
no,
gonna
no,
say
no,
this,
no,
nah,
no,
hell
no,
no.
no.
We going all. We
He
going all
said
the way.
to leave.
Yeah.
No, that's
How is
it
that?
would be the opposite. But I'm saying she's referring to the part where he says there are consequences. Some guys might see, oh, consequences. I gotta take.
I'm not saying you
your
see it as that. I'm not saying you do
cookie
at
or
all. That's not
whatever.
what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of
Yeah.
men take that type of mentality and they take it like to a different
yeah.
extent, and they, there's
We don't
yeah.
operate on what ifs, could have's, and
So-
whatever.
Okay. Well, that's
I
the
simply
reality.
am saying no. It's not the reality, because I'm simply saying woman doesn't want to have sex. Cool, you must leave. Period. There's nothing rapey about that. If anything, in the video I said I respect your boundaries, but you have to leave.
There you go.
And then you said this podcast, so you're addressing us in this studio. You know what I'm saying?
The
So-
content.
As
Yeah, so the
misogynist.
content.
The
So
It's
con-
misogynistic,
So you're-
and it comes off as rapey. Under where did we say there? Do anything that is rapey?
Every girl I deal with never ever said that to me. Any girl on the show that's been on the show never said that either. So you're saying that right now. I want you to tell us
And she said she
exactly
didn't like the
why
tone as well. She didn't like
why
the tone.
you're saying that. If you tell us why you're saying that and there's facts behind it, I'll believe you.
Like I said, I'm not saying you guys are rapey at all. I'm not saying that. I'm sure you guys are not. I'm sure you guys would never do something like that. That's not what I'm saying.
You said it comes off as rapey.
I'm saying that contributes to that type of mentality that men have, that they feel so entitled to a woman that, yeah, a lot of
have
times
the
they
babes.
commit
Mhm.
acts of sexual violence against women. And it's unfortunate and it's true.
On the contrary, we're telling them to not do that and to find another girl.
He just told him to leave.
What?
Like okay,
Yes,
I can
yes.
understand if he said to hold her down,
Hold her
hold her by the
down,
neck,
lock
Yeah.
the door.
make her
Call a
submit.
girl.
He said
No,
to leave.
I'm
call
not
another
saying,
girl.
but I'm not saying about the fact that he told her to leave. I'm saying about the fact that you guys in that video were saying that women are these beings that that need to be
Not beings.
submissive, that need to be taught to like be put into their place if they don't want to have sex with you.
Pause.
Like,
Play the video one more time, Chris, because
Oh.
I didn't hear
Yeah, where did I
any
say?
of that.
Where did I say put her in
Hold
her
on,
place
play the
and she has to
video.
have sex with
Chris,
you?
play the video one more time, please.
Yeah, like
'Cause
nah.
I did not
we're gonna
hear
go all the way with this.
none of that.
If you
Like,
gotta make
what the
claims like this,
fuck?
you gotta back it up all the way, man. And we got
Oh.
11,674
Guys,
people
like the
watching
video,
right now.
come to the channel. This is crazy right now. I can't believe this.
Yeah, see, she got you because of her flexible definition of misogyny. Nail down the definition and you stop her. Exactly, which is what we're saying. If you're gonna make a claim, ladies, you got to be able to stand on it.
'Cause
with-
look,
with 2 feet
We love women
all the way. Yeah,
all day, every day. But
we're gonna play
to
it again.
say that,
Where
man.
do I say that?
Once again, come
All
on,
right, let's play it again.
play the clip.
At your crib and she says, "Oh, I don't want to have any bedroom fun." Totally cool. You can't get mad. You basically get up, say, "All right, no problem," and you're gonna go call another girl, okay? And then what's gonna happen is she's gonna hear you talking to another girl.
Mhm.
Competition anxiety spikes, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna tell her, "Listen, I respect your boundaries. I understand you don't want to have any bedroom fun, but I got my needs, and I'll see you later. And you tell her to leave. Simple as that, guys. Never, ever let a girl leverage bedroom fun against you to try to get some compliance. She's within her right to not give you the fun, but you're within your right to get the fun from somebody else. Don't be stupid. Don't chase, replace.
How is that grapey? He said to leave, and you know what? Someone else, if they're down, cool.
Yeah.
If not, it's cool.
Yeah, the actions in that video are not wrong. I'm saying you're entitled to leave. You're entitled to tell her to leave. I'm just saying
No,
that.
but you point out that video many, many times. So that video is
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The mentality of that video that you have to play these mental manipulative games with a woman because she doesn't want to give you her body. Yeah, I mean there is something wrong with that, I think.
I would say it's pretty straightforward.
If
You're
I tell
telling
her to
to
leave,
You could have
how is that?
texted another girl and be like, "Hey, can you come over later?"
If I'm in my
Without
own home,
having
why
to-
should I
That's
change what I'm?
rude. Like it's just rude, and like
It's
we're
rude that she doesn't want to have
adults.
sex too.
speak it to the mic. That's rude.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's rude. Like y'all don't like it. Here's the thing: women want to have the leverage at all times. I want to be able to dictate when we fuck. I want to be able to
I have
dictate
to
how
wear
everything-
makeup,
and
all
that's
kinds
cool.
of stuff to manipulate
But when a
men.
man puts his foot down and says, "I'm not tolerating this," you got to get out. That's a problem. Why is it a problem for a man to have boundaries and standards? Why is it okay for a man to say, "I'm not waiting for sex, get out"?
And you
Why
gotta
is that a
understand, right?
problem?
This is for men, not for women.
Mhm.
Why is that a problem?
So you taking it that way, understandable. But this is for men that want to actually get laid, or for example, want to find a woman that actually wants them. Because look, if you don't want the guy, that's fine. You can leave. You can find somebody else that you want. I'll find somebody else that I want. It's simple. It's not grapey. It's like, okay, you don't want me.
And where did I say put her in her place and all this extra stuff?
I'm not saying that.
That's what you said
tell-
earlier.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm responding.
Put
to
her in her place. There's consequences.
because I'm saying that you wanting her to leave, calling another, that's fine. That you do what you want to do. You have your free will to do whatever you want. I'm saying that mentality of your ego's so hurt that a woman doesn't want to have sex with you. Why should there be consequences to that? Because she doesn't want to have sex with you. If she doesn't want to have sex with you, she doesn't want to have sex with you.
But who's
and
hurt?
That's fine.
He's not hurt.
You're
He's
saying-
getting what he wants.
I'm happy. Good.
You're saying that you're obviously you feel some type of way.
No.
You obviously feel some type of way because you feel the need to play these manipulative games to make the girl feel bad. Is what I'm saying. That's the messed up part. That's what I'm saying.
I'm actually happy. You know why? Because now I know she doesn't want me like that. That's fine. You go your way. I'm gonna go my way. It's done at that point.
Then
how is that like?
If you didn't feel some type of way about it, you wouldn't be calling someone else to play manipulative mind games on her.
No. Understand, right? You want to have a date. You want to have fun. Cool. I want to get laid.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to do it, that's fine. If Jackie won't do it, Becky might. What's wrong with that?
But you gotta say, Mara said, go to another room and call another girl,
and then
come back and say, hey, listen, you're in your right to do what you want. Please leave.
But he also said that she's gonna hear you talking to another girl. So obviously your intention was for you to.
It's not the intention. It's I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and a byproduct of it is she overhears it. That's on her. I'm not gonna go. Remember, ladies, I'm in my own home here.
You very clearly said manipulative mind games, though, like the anxiety thing, the whole thing. So it's just like it just gives this undertone of like, oh yeah, women need to be put in their. Women need to be. You're not acknowledging what I'm saying right now.
No, I am.
You're like.
Can we just agree to disagree?
Yeah, no, of course.
Nah, she made crazy
I think we should
accusations.
just continue with the questions.
No, and of course, everyone's gonna have.
I'm reading the
different
comments,
opinions.
and they're all like,
everyone's
"Can
gonna
we
have
just
different
keep
opinions,
going?"
and that's fine.
No, the comments are saying we could keep going.
Let's read the chats real quick. Chats real quick.
Neil Hikari, I had to come back from Ninja watching this girl sound ridiculous. We all looking at you crazy right now because they literally pulled up the video. You mentioned mad props to Fresh and Fit crew. I don't know how you all deal with this craziness every week. Yeah, I know, man.
I know.
$200 super sticker from Z. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Your brother.
We got our boy Jabrizi Magic. They're just mad. Myron is revealing the one trick they have in their bag. They're in Miami. Obviously, this is how they are getting across the events and opportunities. Yeah, that's what girls do is leverage sex against guys for compliance,
in the building,
and we tell guys not to do it.
What up, Neil?
Shout out to him.
We got Devin Sayers.
There is literally no logic, proof, or sense to Red's statement whatsoever. Myron's here, some bread. I am sorry you have to deal with this because statements like this are what hurts a man's reputation and image if unchallenged. Yeah, that's why I'm challenging her on it. Because if you're gonna say we're misogynistic or rapey, you got to be able to substantiate it, and she's still not been able to do that.
My mom watches this podcast. My sister as well. What part of this is rapey? Please tell me.
I just said you guys yourselves. I'm sure you guys are not rapey guys. I'm saying that this type of mentality that women have to be punished and there's consequences to not having sex contribute to this dangerous idea,
Overall,
this
yeah.
rapey, dangerous idea. Not you guys. I'm not saying you guys do this. I'm saying overall, men will get this and run with it.
I
and
would
think,
argue that telling men to not wait around for sex actually makes it less rapey because they're kicking you to the curb and
Exactly.
finding another girl that wants to have sex.
And then who in the chat wants to do that? Please tell me.
I don't mean she's saying not because the man doesn't want to have sex. It's the word that it's the choice of words that you're using, which
Okay,
can be interpreted
Listen,
in different
you guys
ways.
can say tone, you guys can say words, all those other stuff. Where did I challenge the idea? Let's not challenge how it's being said. Let's challenge the idea. What's wrong with exerting boundaries, and how does that make a man misogynistic?
I've already said there's nothing wrong with exerting boundaries.
Okay.
Okay, so
We're
on the same page.
So how am I misogynistic?
Again.
There is no misogyny. There is. That's the thing. Like,
Okay, well,
all right, I think the chat.
straight up, you were wrong.
no.
That's what it is. You are incorrect. We are not misogynistic.
Okay. Well,
We are realistic.
We can disagree. That's fine. And I think that maybe if you guys want to be open-minded, just like I plan to be open-minded after this podcast, I want to rewatch it and I'll be open-minded. But I think you guys should be open-minded too to, the content you're putting out, the way in which you're saying things, the roots to what you're saying, things like where they come from. And I just
like women are being empowered to make their own decisions and do what they want, we're empowering men to not tolerate the bullshit from female liberation. A woman is free to do what she wants, but that does not mean that men have to go on her program. They're liberated as well to do what they want, and that means getting rid of the girl and finding another one. That's what we teach guys.
And another one.
Exactly.
And
Get
another
girl
one.
because
another
when
one.
girls-
DJ Khaled.
The thing is this: women don't like it when a man puts boundaries up and says, "I'm replacing you." Then I literally said in the video, "Chase, don't replace."
Okay.
It's just that women treat men as expendable commodities. They take out the guys, go out on dates with them. They have sugar daddies, whatever it is.
Pay the bills.
Pay the bills. Guys are taken out on multiple dates. They don't fuck the girls. I teach guys to treat women like expendable commodities back. Ladies want to exert their boundaries and say, I want to do this and I want to do that. And you're not getting sex. You got to treat her just like she treats you. She doesn't want to fuck. Cool. You're going to move on to another girl and replace her. What is wrong with a man being liberated just like women are liberated to do as they want?
It's no force. It's just
no force. If anything, it's the opposite. You're getting rid of a girl that's non-compliant.
Yeah.
There's consequences to actions. Just like if a guy took you on a bad date and you didn't like the date, you don't talk to him again, right? He has to suffer consequences for fucking up on a date. What's wrong with a man making a woman suffer for consequences for not getting what he wants?
Making her suffer for not having sex with you.
Notice how I literally said women make
That's
men
what you
suffer?
wanted in the video,
So
right?
hold on.
Sex.
No. Hold on. Notice how I said she didn't say a word when I said women make men suffer consequences when they take her on a bad date. But when a man makes her suffer consequences for not getting what he wants, she has contention with that. Okay, I'm gonna slow that down. I'm gonna repeat it. I said if a woman makes a man face consequences for a bad date, she punishes him for those consequences. He has to suffer consequences for not taking her on a good date. You didn't say a word.
I just wouldn't go on a date if I didn't like the date.
He
Why
suffers
am I
consequences. He doesn't get to see you again.
Yeah, but that's because I don't want to go on another date with you if I didn't like the date. Yeah.
Good.
That's fine.
Good. And I didn't say, and that's fine. But what I said is when a man makes a woman suffer consequences for not getting what he wants, you immediately had a point of contention.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna play manipulative mind games. And I don't say, oh, I have to put a man in his place.
I never
Because
said
he doesn't
that.
because he doesn't want to have sex.
I never
with
said put a
me.
man in his place. I said put a woman in her place.
But I'm saying that's like that's what it's giving. That's the
Are
undertone
you
it's
guys
giving.
seeing this live right now?
Yeah, we're seeing it
But
live.
I literally said men have to suffer consequences when they take a girl out on a bad date. The woman makes them suffer consequences. Then when I said the man should also make the woman suffer consequences for not giving him what she wants, immediately, what? Suffer consequences? So it's okay when a man suffers from consequences, but not okay when a woman suffers from consequences.
What consequences is a man suffering if I don't want to go on another date
He's
with
giving
him?
you no, he doesn't get to see you again because he took you on a bad date.
Suffering, such suffering because we can't go on another date.
If a guy wants
It's suffering because he spent time. Hold on. He spent time
and money,
resources to take you out on a date. So he's suffering consequences.
I'm sorry, did I force you to spend money on me?
You did not.
No, that was out of if you spend money, it's because you want to.
Yes. Absolutely. The man chose to do it. But what I am saying is that he wanted to get sex and romance. He did not get it. So he's suffering consequences because now he's wasted that money and time and he's not going to get it. He suffered consequences for taking you on a bad date. as he should.
And fresh.
As he should.
Can you read the
But my
okay.
problem is, why is it wrong when a man makes a woman suffer consequences for not getting what he wants?
So we got a definition of suffer here. It says experience or to be subjected to something bad or unpleasant. Suffer.
Yeah.
So
No, hold on. Like, do you guys not see what the hell just happened here?
Yeah,
we saw it.
that's all. I just
No one bats an eye when I say men have to suffer consequences for taking a woman on a bad date. As soon as I say woman has to suffer consequences for not giving the man what he wants, problem.
I don't think that's suffering, not going on another date with a man. I wouldn't say that's me maliciously trying to make them suffer. But on the other hand,
You're not doing it maliciously, but they still have to suffer consequences.
On the other hand, you're intentionally trying to cause a woman anxiety, like you said in the video, playing manipulative games because she doesn't want to have sex with you. Do you understand the difference?
It's a consequence.
So a man's suffrage of spending time, resources, and attention on you is not suffering, but a woman getting kicked to the curb is not suffering. It is suffering.
Lord, I'm suffering listening to this. No, but I was just saying that not wanting to go on another date with you. I'm not intentionally making you suffer. I just didn't like the date. But you, like I said, you said in the video,
and I didn't intentionally try to make her feel bad. I just called another girl during the regular course of action.
There you go.
Playing manipulative games to cause a woman anxiety, like you said in the video, that's not intentional suffering.
Playing manipulative games to not give a guy sex after he takes you out on a date.
Oh god.
So I have a question.
It goes both ways, man. Like that's the thing. It is okay for men to suffer consequences from inadequacy from date, as they should. A woman has the full ability to be able to make the guy suffer consequences for fucking up, but the man should be able to as well.
Okay.
It is very telling that when I made the point and I said it about women, no one says anything. But when I say the man has to make the woman suffer consequences too, whoa!
No, but I think if a woman were to do the same as you said, like to try to make a man feel bad by calling another man to make him jealous, that's not right either. Of course, that's not right.
So what's worse, losing $50 on a date or making somebody hurt their feelings?
Why is it that a man
Exactly.
losing $50? Hold on. Why are your feelings more important than that man's time and money?
Because
and
you're
energy?
putting value and money over a person. You know?
Did the man have to work to earn that money?
$50.
Yeah, 2 drops. You know.
So
right?
this is hilarious.
Okay, 5 hours of your time. Let's say if you're making minimum wage, 5 hours of your time. Okay, you're gonna get that money back, but you just put
your temporary feelings of feeling bad of me calling another girl outweighs the time and money it took for me to plan a date, take you on a date, spend my money that I earned.
Temporary. Some people it could be temporary, but for some other people, that's something that really might hurt them. You know.
So your feelings are more important than my time that I spent earning this income to take you out.
No, it's the intent. I think you guys are missing what I'm saying. That it's like,
wow. I'm like, bro, like
it's the intent. If I decide to not go on another date with you because I don't like you or whatever reason, I'm not intentionally trying to play manipulative games with you or hurt you or make you suffer in any type of way.
Yeah.
But you just said because a woman didn't want to have sex with me that I want to play these manipulative games and cause her anxiety. You literally said cause her anxiety in the
competition
video.
anxiety.
Competition anxiety. That's anxiety. And yeah, like it's just like it comes down to that. Like I said, that whole tone of that video. If a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, she needs to be taught and put in her place. If she doesn't want to have sex with you, play manipulative mind games on her. Give her competition anxiety.
I said you act the way you want. You call another girl, and then that's it. We can't force you how to feel.
But the whole point.
If you see a dog in a dark street, right, and it's chasing you, you feel fear, right? That's natural. If you know the guy you're talking to is talking to another girl, you might get anxiety, competition anxiety. That's normal.
Or you might not care. Some girls don't care about men.
Yeah.
She might have said, I don't give a fuck. I was trying to get a dinner date anyway. So who wins? The guy wins because now he doesn't have to deal with her anymore.
There you go.
But
you guys are assuming the girl cared about her. But here's the reality. A lot of women go out on dates with men that they have zero intention of fucking or they don't even like. I'm teaching men to protect themselves against vultures like that.
Foodie dates. Multiple dates.
Okay.
Back to back.
But the world is fucked up. The problem is this. When a man protects himself and protects his time or anything like that, it's considered misogynistic or rude or whatever. I literally said men have to suffer consequences for taking a girl on a bad date. She don't want to see him no more. The money, time, effort he put into that date is now gone. As soon as I say, well, you know what? You also got to make women suffer consequences too for not getting what they want. That's fucked up, man. We shouldn't have to suffer any consequences for our decisions. No, you suffer consequences just like men do.
You know that one of them is a date and the other is her body. They're not
Is
too.
your body more important than my time and energy and resources?
I'm sorry, is a dinner date more important than a woman's body and her giving you her body and trusting you with her body? That's very different things.
Okay, so think about this, right? Time and money takes the use of my body to create. So at the same time, I get what you're saying. I'm still using my body too.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
I'm not asking you for your body. That's it. I'm just saying that's the
You're asking
difference.
for my body, the time that the time and the money it took to acquire said money.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. It's fine.
No, you're
No.
saying that a woman's body is more important than the man's time, and I'm trying to tell guys that it's not.
I'm not saying. I'm saying. Okay.
Because you're saying like, oh, well, it's not the same if I got to suffer my consequences because you're making me pay with my body. And I'm saying, well, your body, your choice. My money, my choice.
I'm saying that I shouldn't have to suffer consequences for not wanting to have sex with a man.
And he shouldn't have to suffer consequences for no longer wanting to spend
But
time
you
with
said that women should suffer consequences for not wanting
Yes.
to have for not
Yes.
giving my body to you. Like,
Absolutely.
oh, okay. Wow.
Yes,
Interesting.
because I'm no longer getting what I want.
Oh, wow.
Just
I
like
think
you-
that says enough. You should just end the podcast here.
We're not ending anything because you sound stupid. You're trying to say that a
I'm
woman's
stupid?
body has more value than that man's time and effort.
Why'd you have to insult me and call me stupid?
No. What you said is
I
stupid.
haven't called you stupid.
No,
You
no.
said you sound stupid.
What you said is stupid.
You don't think that's pretty rude of you to say that?
It's honest.
It's honest that
Yeah.
Okay.
because we're
We're
literally
not
telling
we're
you.
not calling you
rude.
misandrous.
We didn't call you a misogynist or
You
anything.
just said you just sound stupid. Look,
what you said
people can
was stupid.
disagree. It's fine.
No. What you said was stupid because you're saying that your body, right? You're the only person to exert choice. I'm saying your body, your choice. My money, my time, my choice.
I'm sorry that I offended you to the point that you had to say that I sound stupid. But thank you for inviting me on this
How would you
podcast.
feel if she called you?
If I said you sound stupid,
probably
you
kick her
guys
off.
would.
No. You took it further.
Blow
You said
up.
something worse. You said we're misogynistic
Blow
and we
up.
give rapey vibes.
Yeah.
No,
That was even worse.
How many times have I repeated myself that you guys are I don't know you, first of all, but I'm not saying you guys are rapey or any of those things. I'm saying that your content on Instagram, it gives off the vibe, misogynistic vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, the hatred of women. and we're not-
Misogynistic
The hatred.
undertones.
Yeah,
What
the
is
hatred.
worse, being called a woman hater or saying an idea that you're saying? I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying your idea is stupid.
You said
What
you
is worse?
sound stupid.
It's like you're
But
not
it's
a
okay.
murderer,
Idea-
but you
your
give out
idea is
murdery
stupid.
vibes. You're not a
It's
rapist,
okay.
but you give out rapey
I didn't say.
vibes.
I just repeated myself again. I did not say that you give off rapey vibes. That you're a rapist. I
You're
did not say
saying
that.
misogyny vibes.
You said we're
Yeah, you guys have
misogynist.
misogynistic
You
tendencies
said
in your
you said
content.
the words misogynistic vibes and rapey.
You guys have misogynistic tendencies in your content, but that's fine. You said you want people that different opinion on your podcast, right? So
Yeah, but it's
But-
stupid opinion.
If you call me something,
okay,
you gotta back it up.
You got to back it up.
So
I
back
did
it up.
back it up various times.
You did
All
not
right.
back it up.
This is not going
And
nowhere,
the
bro.
chat is saying that it's not that there's no logic in what you're saying.
We have
You have not
12,000
proved
people.
you have not proved anything about us being misogynistic or us giving off content that can come off as rapey.
And you know, once again,
I didn't. No,
hold on,
I
hold on,
didn't say rapey.
Hold on,
You
Monica.
did not say rapey.
No,
earlier?
I didn't say that your content. I didn't say
think
that
I
you're
probably
rapey
said
in
that.
in personal. I
Yeah.
said that.
No, you said rapey
I
as well.
said,
Both
okay,
of
I'll
you
repeat
did.
myself again that in that video in specific, that message that you were giving off, it can lead men to
Other men.
rape
yeah.
to put off other rapey tendencies
Yeah,
that
but-
lead to sexual violence. Yeah.
But,
So,
but if first,
Does
what I
anyone
was
in the
saying.
chat have any grapey vibes right now? Please tell me. Because
The-
obviously you think that men are gonna take this to a whole nother level.
Some-
I'm still laughing
men
at the
do.
fact of
They're
kicking
gonna
a girl
deny it
out that doesn't want to
nonetheless.
have sex is rapey.
No,
I'm still
that's
trying to laugh about that. Like
Tell her to leave.
it's that literal opposite.
I don't think she means that. She probably meant the.
I said the
concept.
men
So-
being entitled to women's bodies like that. It gives
Yeah.
off rapey like vibes and ideas that men run off with and commit sexual
See,
violence
ho-
against
but
women.
hold
Other
on.
people,
If-
other
Monica,
men might take
Not
it
you
in
guys,
a
not you guys.
different
Monica,
way. You know.
Cat Monica. Entitled means like you're actually just with enduring the girl. Like for example, Myron's telling you the girl to leave. So it's not being entitled. It's like, hey, listen, just leave. Do what you gotta do, right? But for
Mhm.
you suffering through a guy's, whatever he's doing is entitlement because you're actually waiting there and suffering through it. Just leave. And that's what he's saying. Like we don't have to endure your, what you're trying to do. He wants sex, so he'll go to another room, call a girl, and you can bounce. That's what he's saying. So force your boundaries. It's what men want.
The
Mhm.
problem is that she's entitled to our time, but we're not entitled to sex. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Like we're like the guy shouldn't kick you out. He should just let you hang out or whatever. And I'm saying no, kick her out. She's not entitled to your time, just like you're not entitled to her body. I'm simply playing the same game over, back. It's just that you don't like it when the man exercises that you're not entitled to my time anymore either.
We got A-Lock. I think it's Russian.
A-Lock, yeah, Russian. Little Red Riding Hood here. Decreased her value below negative 9,000. Had to donate. This was a major headache. Also, I feel she has a past. The reason she got triggered earlier. This going viral for real. K Samuels is proud. Thanks.
I don't, but thank you for your input.
Right.
Anything else?
Yeah,
I saw a bunch come in.
Oh Lord.
Just give me some time. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, you
this
know,
is crazy.
yeah.
It's wild, man. Like literally. So a woman's body is more important than your time, guys, and resources. Okay, and her feelings are more important as well. $50, nothing, but making me feel bad because I don't want to have sex with you. Way worse. Way worse. It's crazy, bro. Okay, what do we got here? Jabrizi. Okay, yeah. She wants you to watch your choice of words, but uses criminating language like grapey and can't see it more damaging in labeling your brand like that. Exactly. Me saying your statement is stupid is a far cry from misogynistic or rapey.
Venom 23333, $50. She's so packed up in a corner. She knows she effed up, and now she don't want to admit she's wrong. After spending 30 minutes going in circles.
Facts.
Okay.
Is it here?
And then Devin Sires. This is literally no logic, proof, or sense to Red's statement whatsoever. Myron here. Oh no, we read that one earlier.
You can go up.
And thank you guys for all the donations. I'm losing my hair here, but you know it is what it is.
Z.
But yo, this is good because here's the thing, guys. You don't shit on her so like that because a lot of women think this way, guys. It's just that she actually had the balls to come on the podcast. Well, not the balls, literally, but she had the confidence to come on the podcast and voice these claims. Because a lot of women think like this, guys. I'm trying to tell y'all, like when we tell you guys that women feel entitled to your time and that you should take them out on dates and all this other stuff, and they don't have to give you anything in return. I mean that shit. Women really feel a lot of the times, not all, that they are entitled to your time, resources, and take them out on a date, and they don't have to give you shit in return. And as a matter of fact, when I say you know what, she don't want to give you anything anymore, kick her to the curb, it's a problem. It's considered a problem. They want it a one-way street where they just receive. But if you ask, you're entitled to my body, you asshole. No, you're misogynistic, whatever it is. And it's like for you wanting something from a woman is considered misogynistic, but it's okay for her to want your time, attention, resources. Like that's crazy.
Your body, your choice. My money, my time.
My money, my time, my choice. What the hell? Like what?
All right, good mother.
Oh,
No. Okay, we can read it. $10.
Good mother, gentlemen, you are wasting your time using adult words. These entitled women have the emotional and mental instability equivalent to a 4-year-old. Use smaller words. It might help.
Good
and that's
mother.
one of our female watchers too. Z $50. I'm getting heavy grape vibes by Red's insistence on being right with no evidence. She's graping 10K watchers right now.
What the fuck?
Shit is ruthless, man.
Z
$50. Guys, this is classic narcissism. Pay attention. Avoid women like this. She's very smart and manipulative, particularly with language. Yep, that's what I'm saying. No offense to you, but that's what I've been saying. Tell us how we've been misogynistic or how we've been raping.
I did.
And it was not
No,
substantiated
I wasn't
at all.
saying you were being rapey. I said, your content in that video could give rise to men using and doing,
I mean, we
rapey
could
things.
speculate all day. Like we can say that,
It's just my opinion. I mean, I'm here on the podcast to give my opinion, right?
Yeah, but we have facts.
But we
have
go off of
many
facts, though.
Women thanking us.
Okay.
Couples thanking us. So what
That's
are
fine, yeah.
you trying to say?
I'm sorry if I've offended you guys. I mean, you guys said different opinions are welcome.
No, real talk. You have not offended us.
No,
I'm actually glad that we're having this conversation.
Yep. No, wait, hold on.
I'm just simply saying I'm not offended personally, but I'm going to put you in a corner until you tell me how we're misogynistic and give off grapey things because those are serious accusations.
Very
which is
serious.
fine. I'm okay for it. It's great radio.
Yeah.
Great discussion. I don't mind.
12K watching.
My thing is 12K watching. But my thing is, if you're going to make an accusation like that and say we're misogynistic or whatever, we're not the average guy. We're going to challenge you on that.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world now where it is completely okay for women to call men misogynists, to call them toxic, to call them assholes, whatever it is. We ain't going to stand for that. If you're going to call us misogynistic or whatever, I need you to back it up. We're not going to openly let you sit here and call us misogynists without you substantiating your claims. And with all due respect, you have not been able to substantiate your claim whatsoever. We even brought up the definition. Misogyny is a contempt and or hate for women. We played the video. Where in the video did I say, put her in her place or I hate women? Nowhere at all. All we're simply doing is saying, this is a boundary. You don't want to adhere to it. You must leave. That is not misogyny. And that is a fact. Now we're going off of facts, not feelings. That is not misogyny. You can claim it's misogynistic, but you're incorrect.
The content of your Instagram gives underlying misogynistic tones. That's all I was saying. And You know?
Where on the Instagram does it say we hate women?
And like I said, you believe that women can't take
No.
on
Let's stick with
leadership
misogynistic.
roles.
Misogynistic doesn't
and-
only mean hate. It also
Yeah.
means
That-
you have a
We
prejudice.
literally pulled that up.
We just pulled up the
And
No,
there's,
the word
there's different
prejudice
forms
is
of
on
hate.
there.
There's
Listen,
different
you
forms
guys
of
are
hate.
hate.
contorting.
It's
No,
on
no. We're not going to let you guys come on the podcast and contort the definition of misogyny. Misogyny is the hate and or contempt of women. We brought it up on
And
here.
prejudice. It said it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pull
how
it
are we
up
prejudiced
again.
against
Look
women?
it up on Urban Dictionary. Or on another
Real
dictionary. Look it up on another dictionary.
Look,
'Cause
I'm
you
not
guys pulled
saying
up
you guys
this
are-
one specific dictionary.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
That was the Webster definition.
That's Webster.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that one.
Girl,
But
so- dictionary?
If
Hold on.
What the
It
look it
doesn't
up
say
on,
what it
look
is.
it up on
First
hold on.
another dictionary.
Hold on,
though.
pause.
What?
Victoria, Kat, you girls came back multiple times. Do we hate? Do we hate you guys? Like, not at all. Like, we treat you like guests.
If we hated women, we wouldn't even have them on the podcast.
There
No,
you go.
I don't
So-
think.
No,
so
I don't
it's
think
like-
you
We
hate
wouldn't even
so-
want to hear your opinion.
So the facts is, what we're doing is facts. What you're thinking is opinion. It's underlying tone. So please live by facts
And-
and not your opinion.
And here's the thing. When I said men lead in relationships, I have empirical data to prove that. Since the beginning of time, men have been in leadership positions.
I'm not denying that. Yeah.
Okay. And we're in the society we're in because men built it. Now, within the confinements of a relationship, men lead, women follow. We've brought on hundreds of women on this podcast. We've asked them all, do you prefer a masculine dominant man, or do you want to be the dom and be the leader in the relationship? You know what the women overwhelmingly say?
Ooh.
I want a man that I can follow his lead.
Yeah.
And then that means by her following his lead, she must be what? Submissive. What I'm teaching in that video is you need to be a leader, and she's going to submit to your leadership and or not. Because women want to find and follow a man. You're saying, put her in her place, make her submissive. Yes, because submission is how it works with a woman following a man. It does not work the other way around when the man is submissive to the women. So you must have boundaries to assert leadership and dominance.
For the most
How is
part.
asserting leadership and dominance misogynistic?
There's a very small percentage of men that actually don't like being they prefer being submissive, so they prefer a dominant woman. I mean, that's obviously
The
not the
exception
case
does
for
not make the rule.
most, but
The exception does not make the rule.
I actually met
Overwhelmingly-
a couple men that prefers women
Yeah,
that lead.
a couple.
A couple.
Yeah.
And are you dating them right now?
No.
Exactly.
Okay,
You yourself
exactly.
don't even like submissive men.
You don't even
Okay.
like them.
So like we can't use exceptions to the rule, guys. Like we go on a balance of probabilities and how the world really works. The world really works where dominant men get women and they're attractive. I'm teaching men how to be attractive, and that means having boundaries. Nothing about that is misogynistic.
Super chats.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Jabrizi Magic, her grapey vibes versus Myron consequences. Do y'all hear how this foolishness? Yeah, man.
There you go.
It's 2:30.
Here,
I have
Chris.
work in the morning. This
Not for
argument is
real.
so asinine. I had to donate. Please give her the definition of consequences. Everything has consequences. Exactly. All she's doing is spinning words to try to make a law of reality around evil. God bless. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Myron and Fresh will definitely lose their hair tonight. To the lady next to Myron, if you can't bring proof, that means you're in the wrong. Prove to me that it's manipulative. I have the right to call another girl if you're not down for bedroom fun. Yep.
There you go.
In perfect world, the guy gets rejected, feels like less of a man, and the woman still gets his attention because she is better than him. $50, right?
Damn. Venom.
And then Venom. I had a coworker that had a guy in her phone listed as free food, and she continued going on dates with him without any intention of having sex.
Happens all the time.
Savage.
Nick T. She's playing word games and changing her argument to avoid logic of actual argument. She also won't change her position regardless, even if she recognizes she's wrong. Don't fall for it.
Yep.
Kel.
She obviously has selective hearing and lacks the ability to put herself in anyone but her own shoes. Just move on. Lost cause. Listen, guys, I'm doing this for you guys because whether you guys want to insult her or not, like, be respectful.
Yeah.
A lot of women think this way, guys.
Yeah.
Like they really do think like I'm not entitled to give you my body, but they feel as though you're entitled to continue to take them on dates and give them attention and time and resources.
Yeah.
And I'm saying no, that's not the way it works. You don't want to fuck, cool. You don't want to fuck, you get chucked. Just like, what is wrong with that? Like,
We're beating a dead
all right,
horse
Little
here.
Red Riding Hood here. Oh no, we read that already. Read that one.
Okay.
Caught up. Damn, dude, a lot of dudes donate. Thank you,
Borat.
guys. Mr. Mine, I'm crying gypsy tears. Please accept funds from Kazakhstan. Borat Sadiqov. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Very
Borat.
nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
And then
Tevin
Chrisman. As a real man who's married, she's right. Sex isn't just physical; it's an emotional, spiritual connection. You can't just expect to invade a woman's temple just because you pay for dinner. Okay, we have a guy that actually agreed with her.
There you
Okay,
go.
fair enough, my friend. And you're right. I don't have to expect that, but she shouldn't expect me to continue to spend time with her. Young activist, $50.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate. super sticker.
Accountability party.
Accountability party for human. Her saying your content could lead to more grapey actions is the same crap argument that GTA, Eminem, or Marilyn Manson makes violent people. That's true. Yeah, remember Eminem went after everyone saying he creates school shooters.
Yeah.
Someone who is rapist or violent, that person was born mentally sick and is inspired by anything.
There you go.
Yeah, we can't speculate. Jesse Rios, $50 super sticker. Thank you so much.
You. Z.
This discussion is a great example of why language is manipulated by our masters to control us. Watch the definition of misogyny change over time to include anything critical of women. Facts.
Yes, yeah, every day changes.
Why do you think I ain't stopping, bro?
Yeah.
Matthew A. It's acceptable for me to completely waste your time, and if you dare reject it, you are misogynistic. Facts.
Modern women.
Facts. That's true. Urban Dictionary. Oh, they're laughing
Supreme being. Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. LOL. After watching this particular live stream and previous ones before, if you're dealing with women on anything outside of recreational basis, you deserve what you get.
What the fuck?
Yeah, niggas is clowning now.
What the hell, bro?
Urban Dictionary.
Oh Lord. Okay.
No. It's more.
Damn.
Yeah, no, right? What?
Thank you guys for the support. All I'm saying, Red, my time is more important than you will ever know. I don't want it wasted. Also, please use your words wisely.
Back of 404.
I have to donate. This is scary, knowing this is actually real. Hey, bro.
Yeah, man.
Marquise Young, bro.
Yeah.
I'm. You guys think I'm kidding around when I tell you women really feel entitled to your time and money? They do, bro. And they don't feel that they should have to give you anything in return. Vex, $100. Please use this to buy yourself a drink after the show. You're gonna need it. Yeah. It's okay.
Young activists. They never
activists.
said men are entitled to women's bodies. They're just saying they have the right to gather another girl. And you can leave. You think you're entitled to a man's attention. That's the difference.
Exactly. We never said we're entitled to the body. We said we don't want to waste our time.
Yep.
We got.
All right, cool. 1,200 live viewers, man. Holy shit, this is lit. You guys enjoyed this.
It's like 2 a.m. too.
Yeah. Okay. So so I think we got her point, which led to a whole other conversation that we are misogynistic.
Okay.
So what is your view? How do you feel about the show? It might feel different. You might hate us now, which is fine.
Hate us, love us. How's the show?
No, I don't hate you guys. I understand her part.
You gotta talk into the mic though.
I don't hate you guys at all, and I understand her part, and I understand your part, and I feel like you guys are clashing, and you guys are not really understanding each other at this point.
Disagree.
It's already 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But
well, there's a clear-cut definition of misogyny, and we're trying to.
No, and I understand that
there was no misogyny whatsoever in any of our content.
Based on what you guys have described, I understand your part, and I completely understand her part. And I feel like you guys may have taken her part a little too personally and not really taken into detail what she was saying.
We simply took her accusation, said prove it, and she could not prove it. There's no feeling. It's simply prove that we're misogynistic. We played the video even. There was nothing in there that was misogynistic.
We played it twice.
And we have definitions and everything.
We don't operate on we don't operate on gray areas. Black or white. Misogyny is the hatred of women. Where did we hate women?
No, and I understand you guys. It wasn't 100% misogyny, but it was like a certain degree. It was a certain degree.
What part?
The part where you said, "Oh, let her listen to me talking to another."
But that wasn't a hatred of women.
That's not hatred of women.
That's not hatred.
I mean, that was just a part
it's a
where
natural reaction
manipulation. You were
I mean,
makeup, right?
Why are you gonna?
You wear makeup, right?
Okay, well, in my opinion,
no, hold on. You wear makeup to look better, correct?
Anybody wears makeup.
Okay. Are you a misandrist? Which, do you know what that means?
Define misandrist.
Okay, see, everyone knows what misogyny is, but they don't know what misandry means. Misandry is the hatred of men.
I don't hate men. No.
Okay. You're manipulating by wearing makeup and propping yourself up to look a certain way. Is that misandry?
Not in my opinion.
Okay,
perfect.
Good.
I do this for myself, not for anybody else.
Perfect. Me calling a woman to get sex from someone else is not misogyny. It's for myself. See
no, and it's not that.
Hell
it's not that.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point, and then I'll give it to you. See how when I used it, makeup, you dress yourself a certain way or whatever, and I called you misandrist. See how asinine that sounded? You don't hate women simply by changing your look to look better.
No, and I never said you hated women.
And I don't hate women by calling another one to replace the one that isn't giving me what I want. So nothing about it is misogynistic. As much as we want to say manipulation, whatever, that does not mean that I hate women. You can consider it manipulation, but then I can turn around and say, well, you wear makeup. Does that mean you hate men? Absolutely you don't. And I know you don't. It'd be asinine for me to call you a misandrist. But it's okay for you to call me misogynistic for calling another woman and manipulating.
But the matter of fact, you're calling another female. So that's not the hatred of women. You're calling another female.
I never said he hated women.
You said it's misogynistic.
Okay, well, let me change my.
Thank you.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, now you want to move the goalposts.
It's disrespectful.
No, that's fine. That's
it's
fine.
disrespectful. In my opinion, if you want to let me
I'll
hear
take
that you're
that.
calling
Okay.
another woman, it's disrespectful.
I'll take
Okay.
that.
But if I didn't care about you in the first place, it's not going to hurt me.
Exactly.
And I can
You know
get
what?
up and leave.
I'll take disrespectful,
Facts.
but I will not accept misogynistic.
Yeah, so just
I'm
let's switch it.
like I said, I'm gonna put you in a corner and tell me where I'm misogynistic, and that's why I had to use that logic. Because by no offense to your logic, but no offense to you, but by your logic, manipulation is misogyny. Then we could call every single woman a misandrist for wearing makeup and getting breasts done and getting asses done, all that. But that would sound stupid, wouldn't it?
Well, I very, very clearly said that the manner in which you're referring to women as these people that need to be controlled and be held to consequences because they don't want to give you their body, that has misogynistic undertones. And I just said that your content has misogynistic undertones. I don't think you guys are blatant misogynists. I think you guys, have some undertones in your content. And
What
difference
kind
in
of
opinion.
undertones?
Misogynistic undertones.
You're incorrect.
Please
And
explain.
we've proven that a million times over that you're incorrect by saying.
Obviously, you
can say
guys are going to
disrespectful.
disagree with me. I mean,
It's
I'm
not
sure.
disagree. This is facts. You
Just
are wrong.
tell us
You are
where.
100% wrong.
Okay, it's fine. We can
Misogyny
disagree
means
with
the
that.
hatred of women, and you have yet to prove that. So therefore, you are wrong. You cannot prove it.
My last point, like I just said, and various points. Just like how you said, women can't be in leadership roles.
Within the confinements of a relationship.
You said, and you even asked me to point out women in the world within leadership roles and successful leadership roles that has misogynistic undertones to it. Yeah, it does.
How does that say that men are born leaders, women are not born leaders?
Hey, would you ever be with a woman that was in a leadership position, like if she was a president or a senator or something like that, or a congresswoman?
Listen, a successful woman still has to come home to a dominant man.
Yeah.
What if he makes less than her?
The man still has to be in a leadership role within a relationship. He doesn't necessarily have to make more money than her, but he still has to be the man of the house. It just so happens that you have a better chance of being the man of the house when you earn more money than your wife.
She's dominant at her job, but when she gets home,
She's got to be the feminine counterpart.
And you know what? Like most men don't mind, but most women like, you know what? He's a loser. He's a bum. Like,
remember,
do
ladies,
better.
divorce initiated by women, not men. 80% of the time, it's initiated by women. It's because, because of women challenging men like us, saying like, men shouldn't be leaders. It's equal partnership. Blah blah blah. It doesn't work. Equal partnerships don't work, and we have the stats to show 80% divorce rate, over 50% of marriages end in divorce. It doesn't work.
Okay, thoughts on the show?
Pretty good. Yeah. This one was a little easier than the other ones.
The last one?
Yeah.
Well, this time you were on the couch, so.
Okay. All right, Bree, thoughts on the show? She's just here like, oh
She's
my
just
God,
here.
what did I get myself
Wait,
into?
Sarah? I forgot she was there.
A lot of different opinions for sure, but I think it's good.
I mean, you guys could say you didn't enjoy the time. We ain't gonna get mad. It's fine. Like, we don't take offense. Like I said, for us, it's good radio. Confrontation is good, but like, if there's gonna be claims, I'm gonna say substantiate it, because I can tell. I can say why men are leaders. I can give you the society. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you relationships why men are the leaders. Each and every single one of you wants a guy that earns more money than you, taller than you, whatever. What does that mean? You'll date a guy your height?
I've dated guys shorter than me.
Okay, and you're not with them anymore, correct?
Because why? Why am I not with them though? It wasn't because they were short. It was.
But there were other factors that probably led to it as well, right?
Yeah.
Which I guarantee probably have something to do with the lack of leadership or some kind of masculine lacking trait.
It was just because I don't really like situationships, and that's what he wanted. Like, he didn't really want to like settle into relationships, so I just let him go because of that. But he had every great qualities,
But you still left him. So
I
even
just
though
told
he had
you
yeah,
why.
but you still left him is the point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if he would have, I sprayed on him.
He couldn't provide security.
If he would have committed to me, just because he's short, I'm not gonna
Well, providing security to a woman is a masculine trait.